Whoa. 2 minutes.
Hola.
That's not bad.
Not for you.
Could be worse.
You know, Rico,
mean-
what you should have did whenever you was bouncing around like that, you should have did your hands too, because it reminds you of being in a car lot.
Yeah.
Did you ever see It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when she was dancing to that? That thing's got moves. Yeah.
Oh my! So we're trying something different on Saturdays, huh, Rico?
Yeah. Sharing the wealth. Letting everybody else do some things. Split it up a little bit. Because I've been doing a stream on Saturdays for about a year and a half. But of course, Ed and Skipper, Ed and James, Fish Room Fever, did a stream for years on Saturday night at that time slot. And then James decided to quit. And then Ed had a lot of stuff going on. So I was doing it for about a year and a half, other than the auctions. But I thought, hey, what the hell? Why don't we all split it up? And some nights sometimes Skipper goes, sometimes Ed goes. Todd doesn't get a shot, but,
Don't worry
He's an
about me.
East Coaster.
It's true.
So, hey, what now? We
He
all
drives a
are.
Porsche.
We all are, except for you, Ed.
Well, even Ed, I mean, he's East time. He's on the, East time zone. So
He is. Yep.
He drives a Porsche.
that's true. He does.
There is
Wow.
that.
I want to tell you, that's a very nice.
You just want
Porsche.
to be like him.
The Porsche
Is
is
what I'm
nice.
trying to say.
I love that silly little car.
There's worse people to want to be like.
Thank you.
You actually own two Porsches, right?
I
Or
do.
is there even more that we don't know about?
Nope. That currently is it too. The other one is the track car. So basically, that only goes to and from the racetrack, and that's it. The other one's just the street car.
So now is the track car not legal to rate or to drive like to the grocery store?
No, it is. I don't use it for that because it's just not comfortable. It's got race seats in it now, and I've increased the spring rates, so it's a real stiff ride. So I just go to and from the track, and that's it.
That
Being more uncomfortable makes it faster.
It makes it much faster. Yeah. It's not the level of comfort, but it's the way that you get there. Yeah, having the stiffer suspension makes all the difference.
Wait, what are we talking about now? Because I think I'm going a different way. We're talking about a stiff ride and a more
Yeah.
comfortable, quicker, and
Yeah. We
Getting
walked
sorry,
right into that
Skipper.
one.
I there's many questions that are always going through my head, and I always have a lot for him, and I always forget to say them, so I just started, but I'll stop.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
poor Ed doesn't feel good either tonight, people. So
Yeah, we gotta give him a little bit of a leeway. Poor fella. But let's say some hellos. This will be hopefully easy. Doc Anthony came in pretty early. He's still over in Thailand, I believe. I believe he's still there. So he's probably getting ready to go to bed the time he put it in. We got Eric Wild Rock. We got Garcia. Linda Worth. Patty's here, but she has to go pick up a drunk friend. YFI. Adam McReynolds. Only Oscars. Jimmy P. I still can't get used to his new screen name. Richard Reynolds. Thank you very much, and I'll explain why later. B. Wizzle. Linda Worth. Michelle. Yeah, Michelle. I always, I'm terrible with names. Kaylee knows that's probably why she changed her name. Hey, Silver Creeks. Big Tank Hank. Thanks for coming, bud. We also have Stephen P. We got First Class Fish. Bipolar Aquatics. We have Susie Q. How are you?
Is it?
That kind of rhymed. That's nice. And that was by pure accident because I ain't no Stephen P. Merrick, how you doing? We got Night Owl Aquatics, and that catches us up. Whoa.
Before you jump into stuff, it sounds like a congratulations there, Big Tank, but divorce is never fun, anyways. You talked about Dr. Anthony reminding me that they're doing their year of end, their end of year. Good night, all. Thanks for coming. The Giving Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, celebrated on November 28th, marks the beginning of a charitable giving season, global day of generosity when individuals, they're doing a thing here. I'm going to put it right in the actual donation link. I'm going to put right in the chat for us. And that's not it, because that's a C. And it's not, didn't pick it up. So hold on. Try this again. One more time. There we go. It's a long URL. And if you don't mind, if you want to pin it, there we go. So that's for the donation drive that the Research Center is doing for the end of year. And if you are signed up for their newsletter, you would have got a newsletter with all the information about it. But that website does give you some information about it as well there. Their goal is 10,000, and they're only 10% of the way right now. They're at $1,026. So if you do some donating this year, if you can afford it, that's a good place to spend your monies.
Trying to bring it up here. There it is. So I believe it is a way that they're doing it because to bring the Christmas to the village again. So we weren't able to do an auction this year to help them out. So they have it also on their website here. It's pretty simple. You just go to start front. You can do a fundraising, but you can go here and click donate. Just go through, and it's pretty simple. Just pretty much the same way where they did for the tickets. It's pretty simple on how to do. But yeah, we'll just show this. So it's a video. It's what they came up with showing for the kids, for the Christmas stuff. I believe that's this one. No, it's not. That's a tour. That's something totally different.
Yeah.
What I was hoping to show was the one with the kids in it, or the one where they were showing that they gave the presents and stuff.
Yep.
There is a video out there. It's on Doc Anthony's for all you fine people that helped with the, buying stuff from the auction. They did get a video out. It was running a little late because of stuff happening, unfortunately.
It's a different side of an equator.
Well, no.
Huh? It's in the southern hemisphere. We're in the northern hemisphere.
No, you're probably right. I don't know. I don't know where that line is. I forget. I haven't taken that.
Excuse me.
I haven't had that class in a long time.
Well, it is in South America, not Central or North. So it would be, it would be south of the equator. Close, right? I believe pretty close to the equator. And hello,
Ed is
everybody.
right. It lies wholly in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
I was actually a geography major, believe it or not.
I love how he said, "You fine gentlemen," and Rico. See,
before I dropped
you
out.
can always tell my friends. You can always tell my friends.
No, First Class Fish, I was talking about the one we did last year for the Amazon Research Center. That's the one I was talking about. Sorry. That ain't going to start. This is what, November? about 4 months, probably March. I don't know. It depends on the weather.
Yeah.
It's starting to get cold now. Has it been pretty cold up north there?
Not too bad. It's 28 right now, and that's not for November. That's not, I mean, for December, really. I mean, we're almost December. That's not bad. We've hardly had any snow. Our low tonight is going to be right around, it just dropped another degree, around 26. So, I mean, for this time of the year, it's not horrible. It really isn't. And no snow to speak of. We've had maybe 2 inches of snow total. I mean, it has not been much.
It's supposed to go below freezing 3 times next week.
We will get above freezing 3 times next week. But I understand that a lot of the country is going to have a worse winter. I bet you Ed's going to have a bad winter this year. Todd, I bet you will too. Ed or Skipper, you're probably right there, right on the line.
Yeah, the line's right below us where I forgot to keep that one on. The line's right below us.
So we might not have. Go ahead, Todd.
I was just gonna say last year I didn't even start the snowblower. Like we didn't have anything for snow around here.
Well, I know a lot of the Midwest and the Southeast is supposed to have a lot more snow and be a lot colder this year.
Where we had a good cold year last year. We had 11 days that went below freezing, and it really wiped out a lot of fleas, and that was wonderful. So it'd be wonderful to get the same thing happen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
also,
a very strong El Nino. Very strong El Nino. So
nice.
A lot of the Midwest and the Southeast should get a lot more snow. And again, we're not even in wintertime, right? We're a month away from wintertime. We're still in the fall. So
yeah. Brother Dan. He sent me more foods.
Ooh. Hi, DB. I saw that.
So good. So good. I'm gonna do a snarf or barf on Monday to do them. Skull Aquatics is here. What's up, Curtis?
Oh, Skull.
Skull said it's 16 degrees and snowing out in Kansas where he is.
Yeah.
Tomatillo thinks you should grow a big ass handlebar mustache. So is that a big ass handlebar mustache or a big ass handlebar mustache? Where's the comma? Is it a big ass?
Ooh.
Maybe it's for dropping the toilet seat.
Speaking of big asses.
Hey, so what's this stuff you're talking about? I've never heard of that.
It's good because with that, bare head, I imagine it gets quite cold. With no the eyebrows. You need to grow your eyebrows out so they can cover up a little bit.
Why?
You can get a comb over going with the eyebrows.
Well, like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be a comb back.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Okay. My grandpa had big furry eyebrows like that, just big. My grandma was always trimming them like once a week because they would get huge.
Like Andy Rooney?
You like worse, like just big, like he looked like an owl, if you let him go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In First Class Fish, I just saw a big ass and then thought of Al Pacino instead of a woman. Hooah!
That's right.
So what's up, fellas? How was your Thanksgiving?
Very good. How was yours?
Busy.
Yeah?
It always is.
Very busy. Well, friends, but then I had family in earlier in the week, so it was a very busy week.
Poor Ed didn't get to have a Thanksgiving. He was sick the whole time, right?
Yep. And then when I got to have leftovers, it turned out my mom didn't make stuffing, and I thought she did. And so I just piled everything up like a big casserole on my plate. And she made something weird that was called nut pumpkin cake. And I thought that was the stuffing. And so I put that mixed in with all my goodness Oh, it was gross.
Ed, it all goes to the same place anyway. So why do you care?
Well, the nuts just don't taste good with your with your gravy and your turkey and your mashed potatoes, and you got a bunch of sweet nuts in there. It was just
Who's
weird.
sweet nut?
It kind of tastes like there's a lot of gristle in with the turkey.
You didn't add the cranberry sauce in there with it, did you?
No, I kept that on the side because I love it.
Oh, yuck. It's one that I
want my
dislike.
savory. I want savory, and I want my sweets separate. And I ended up putting my sweet in the middle of all my savory goodness.
Ed, you should open a restaurant that specializes in that.
I don't know if that. I don't know.
That'd be cool, but I think the only restaurants that stay open here are chicken ones.
Well, it's poultry. It's close enough. So, for me, it was my first Thanksgiving with my family side for 5 years, with my side of the family. So it's very nice to get to see everybody because
Did you forget any names?
No. Well, listen, all the great grandchildren. There's no way in hell. They're lucky I remember my name when I wake up in the morning. Just saying. But no, I finally had time in where I work. I've been there 16 years. I was able to get it off. I had to bid it. My days off didn't fall under that. It's been a long time, which was nice. So that worked out great for me.
That's awesome.
Good. I'm glad you got to see a lot of the family, especially first time in forever.
Yeah.
We just drove up to my son's house. He's like 3 hours from home. It was, myself, my other two children, my daughter-in-law and her sister, and my oldest son. That was it. So it was nice. We just watched movies, and my son, man, he has really turned out to be a good cook. That's the oldest. The youngest, too. Both boys are good cooks. But he made all kinds of really good stuff. No stuffing, though, Ed. And you just reminded me when you said that I just realized that I did not have stuffing this Thanksgiving.
That's like my favorite part.
Mine too.
I'd ask for a refund.
That should be against the law, man. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'd ask for a refund. No stuffing, no.
Well, he paid for it all, so it's a little difficult,
I don't care. It still should be against the law.
I didn't even realize it though. It didn't hit me because there was so much other good stuff that I didn't think about the stuffing not being there.
Well, the worst Thanksgiving ever was the year that Mom put a bunch of oysters in the stuffing and didn't tell anybody. And we're eating it, and all we could taste was like this horrid fish flavor. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, and if you do, you're probably supposed to do it correctly, and she didn't. Terrible. Oh my God, that was horrible.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Did any of you guys get any Black Friday deals for your aquariums and stuff?
I bought. We're doing Secret Santa this year for the family instead of everybody. It's been a rough year, so it's way. Instead of buying everybody gifts, you only have to buy one, so you can really focus on that person. I was able to get their gifts, the person that I got, and that's all the Black Friday stuff I did.
There's a bunch of stuff out there. No, I didn't take advantage of anything. I really didn't need. So, but there's more. If you need fish tanks or equipment, you go to you name the place. They're selling the stuff at a discount.
Oinky,
I think Petco is 50% off on the tanks and a bunch of other things. So. And then
you got super glue cheap.
Yes, I shot it.
I didn't find that. See, I was looking for that because I needed somewhere. Where'd she find it cheap at?
I don't know, but she said she bought me a big thing of it that's normally $36, and she said it was a lot less.
Wow.
Hmm.
Because normally
For
that's
escaping.
not.
Look at all the people coming
And
in.
then I bought some GI Joes. They were half price, so I brought 3.
And are
And
they
you
going
need
to?
that.
Are they
Are you
going
going
to
to drown him in your
that?
tank?
Wait, you guys both said stuff at the same time. I couldn't hear
You
what
go
you
first,
said.
Paul. Go ahead, Paul.
Are you going to drown him, GI Joe, in your tanks?
Well, one is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've got him already. Do you want me to go show it to you?
Okay,
Are
let's
they
see
going
what
to
they
be
do.
ones that you add to with all your crafting, or are these ones staying the way they are?
Well, no, these are just GI Joes.
Well, I know, but you bought the GI Joes before, and you did a whole bunch of stuff with them.
Well, actually, those were professional wrestlers, and I turned them into GI Joes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Aren't they the same?
Yeah,
Now,
they're both action figures, but it's like wrestlers are like almost naked, so they're really good at turning into whatever you want them to.
in real life and with the action figures.
Yeah, just add accessories, and then they turn into whatever you want.
Accessories make the person. I've said it,
Yep.
I've said it a million times.
Oh my.
Well, I know the Wet Spot was running deals. The place I get my discus from, Myrtle Beach Discus, was doing deals. Imperial Tropicals was doing deals. And they were doing Black Friday stuff, and buy one get one is on top of that. And I think if you hit $50 of merchandise, the shipping was included.
I know on McStreamy there they talked about a lot of the different deals and stuff going on. I don't know if anybody else was doing streams with those as well. All the different Black Friday fishy things. I'm sure other people did too. I missed a lot of them this last few days.
I honestly I didn't really look for fish stuff this year because I should have, because it's always good to have, like your backup heaters and possibly lights, that you have that could possibly blow. It's good to have a backup in case you need it.
Yeah.
Because I was scared if I did that, I'd have bought some stinking fish and I'd have had to set more tanks up.
Yeah.
So
The plants are on sale too. A couple of places are selling plants. Doing Black Friday on plants. So that was the other thing I saw.
That is always.
There's a list of people that did.
Yeah.
That did.
But that is always the danger, right? Is you start getting some equipment, and all of a sudden you're 3/4 of the way to a new tank and new fish, and you're like, well, heck,
Yeah.
just
Might as
keep
well
on
get more
going.
fish.
Yeah.
I don't really need anything. I do have backups of. I have a few different backup lights. I have backup heaters. But I've been taking tanks down, so I'm not expanding like a lot of people. So I do have backups of everything. So I really don't need anything unless I do buy new fish, which I'm holding off. I'm not doing anything for probably, maybe not till summer. Maybe not till summer.
Yeah. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm finally going to get my butt in motion in the room behind us, start organizing stuff, and I have ideas in my head. I just got to light a fire under my ass and get it done.
Yeah.
That's my problem. This time of year it happens. Always freaking happens. Always happens. I did this week. I did get some new fish. There's a gentleman we all know that lives in Florida. His name is
Father Fish?
No.
He doesn't live in Florida. Father Fish lives in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Robert?
No.
Close. You're getting closer.
Grant? Shelby?
Go back to the R's.
It's an R.
He's right here. I see his name.
I know,
Right in
but
the
I just
chat.
wanted to try to do everybody else I could think of first. Ryan?
It's Richard Reynolds.
The one, the only Richard Reynolds.
I was being mean to Richard.
This are. He sent me. I know I'm going to say this wrong. I say Kanaki, CW32s. That's a corridor that stays on the smaller side, and I got to tell you, they're freaking amazing in person. The pictures don't do them justice. But see, the way that they act in person is just amazing. Now, there's a story with these. Freaking USPS, sons of bitches. So, they should have been here on Wednesday, but they didn't show up until Friday. So, we were both scared. I was like, I said, I'm going to tell you something. I said, I have faith in it because your fish are awesome. He's a very good breeder. His fish are solid. All of them were alive and swimming. I said, he did an awesome packing job. And they're just a beautiful corridors. They stay on the small side, which is nice. So you can put them in a 10 or a 20, So they're just look at it. It's a beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, very beautiful fish. I'm jealous.
The pattern's really nice.
Richard,
beautiful.
Richard, I'm jealous.
It's one of the ones that I was.
Richard, you're the best.
Me and him both really was looking to get him, and we were in something, and he got some, and whenever he got them, I don't know what it is. You give them a fish, it breeds. They exploded. It was crazy. Is someone dying in the background? No,
Yeah.
Always dog.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot what's his name. Paul, your dog?
Oh, Captain Morgan.
That's right. I don't. How could I forget that? I mean, that's my favorite.
And he wasn't named after the rum.
I don't care.
Kennel I got him from was Pirate's Den. So the original males that she kept in the breeding program, she named them after pirates. So that's how he got that name.
I would have named him after. I would have named him after. Now, do you call him Captain? What do you call him? Do you call him Morgan CM? What do you call him? Jackass? What? Huh?
Hey, Stinky.
Stinky?
Oh, hey, Stinky. No, it depends. It's it all depends. It's Cap. If his full name is used, he knows he's done something wrong.
Yeah,
it's like a kid.
Yeah,
because it's Captain Henry Morgan. So, but it's either Cap or Captain. I don't do much anything else. He answers to it, so that's it.
Yeah. I always end up calling Walter when I'm upset with him. I mean to call him Walter, but I always call him Walty because I call him Wally most of the time. So I'm like Walty every time. Walty. Michelle calls him Lucifer.
Huh.
That's their nickname for him.
I mean, that could be a compliment, or it couldn't be, but.
She said that's his middle name. Walter Lucifer Payton.
Little devil dog. Well, I guess he ain't so little anymore, huh?
Yeah, he's not a big dog. He's not. He's he's at the lower end of the medium dogs. And that's about it. He'll put some weight on, but he's not getting any bigger.
Neither's my guy.
Yeah.
You got a freaking horse, man.
I was gonna say you got to buy a new saddle if he does.
Yeah. That's as big as I want him. He's 130 pounds.
Yeah, that's too friggin' big.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a lap dog on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, they always do. They're like big babies, man. There is something else that happened to me this week with fish. So we all know. I've always heard it. I never witnessed it until, matter of fact, today. So it all started whenever I accidentally, a guppy went down the tube. went down the roller coaster tube, and I didn't realize it. Of course, unfortunately, when I dumped the bucket, it went down the big roller coaster. So it was pregnant. The female, excuse me, the female that was left over was pregnant. She had babies. They all died because I went on a trip. Well, I said, well, since I've always heard that they like to hold their, hold the semen in there so that they can keep having babies. Well, I witnessed it, so it's definitely true for people that doesn't believe it. But I didn't even know until it happened. I was actually pretty amazed that I got to witness it. So I mean, it's true.
I'm glad that humans don't do that.
How about it?
I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. I'm glad humans don't do it. That would be very disappointing because, you could be gone from your wife and she gives you a call and says, I just had your son, and it's been 2 years. And you would still be on the hook for,
Yeah, more freaking child support.
Spousal support and child support. Your child, but you don't even get to raise it. Ed, you opened up a can of worms.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you did.
What is 6 months in fish years versus human years?
Depends.
I mean, that would
Depends
probably
on
be
the
about
fish, yeah.
25 years.
Depends on the
for a
fish,
woman,
Ed.
I bet.
If
Well,
you
I
got
mean-
an annual killie, that's 50 years old. If it's, you got like a angelfish, that could be, a couple of months. That's it. Angelfish, you
Yeah.
get 10 years out of them.
But like
Killifish should barely,
guppy's
the
2 to
annuals,
3.
you get like,
Are you talking about the cycles?
He's comparing them like a dog is, one year of a human is like 7 dog years, right? Or the other way around.
Yeah, so she could hold the semen for like 20 years, a human woman.
Now, how long does a guppy hold it though? I thought it was.
6 months.
Oh, it's only 6
But
months? I
that's-
thought it was longer.
Yeah, I thought it was closer to a year.
It's normally about 6 months. Is the
So wait a
max,
minute.
I think.
Well, so even though like she just had a little batch of babies, she could have another batch.
Yeah, she could have 3 drops. You know what? She could have almost 6 drops
Yeah, because it's
from one
gestation period
hit.
28 days, right?
yep.
Yeah, so 6 drops off of one hit.
Oh, thank God humans can't do that. Oh, my
That's
God.
everybody's saying that too. Yeah, hold their spouse's seed for 20 years. Jesus, I tell
So
you
then
Or
what,
a roach just does it one time
full.
and they're good for life.
I mean,
What's that? Well, I mean, that's
Roaches are really
that's-
gross
oh, no.
because they
That's
hold
a-
all that semen. They grow a butt and they fill it with eggs, and their butt falls off, and they grow a new egg butt. They just keep dropping their butts off, filled with eggs.
Really?
Roaches are really nasty.
Oh, roaches.
They only need to have sex one time.
That's craziness. That's
Ed?
just pure craziness.
Ed, TMI.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's TMI. That's a damn cockroach, man. That's just craziness. Now you know why you. Oh man, no wonder they're such a big pest.
Mm-hmm.
Skipper, do you see him there?
That's what I'm looking for.
I've never seen one since we lived in New York. In Arizona, I see them all over the place, but I've never seen one.
they're all over the place down here.
Yeah, it's the warmer areas, right? Where it's.
They're all over the place.
I mean, they're in some of the other places, right? You see them in New York City and the big cities and stuff, but yeah, they just don't. I've never seen one since we moved to New York.
We
not
have
common
them
here.
here. We do have them here, but it's only like places like are really dirty, and they like my house. No, thank God. But I don't see them outside or anything like that. But where I
We need warmth.
work, since it's 100 and some years old, you see them in the mornings when you come in, and then that's it. Like they're
Gotcha.
gone once people start moving around in there. But yeah, we have them, but not.
We used to get those huge ones in Arizona, like the flying ones and stuff. And I remember one time riding at a beach cruiser, and I'm riding on a sidewalk, and I ran over one, and it was like a speed bump. I mean, my bike actually went like, there was like a bump that I could feel. It didn't just crush it.
I thought you were going to you swallowed it.
That's crazy.
What?
He didn't eat it.
You were having dinner outside last year, and one kept flying around us, and all the girls were screaming every time it came by them. Because they sound like a hummingbird because their freaking wings are so big.
Yeah.
And that's a cockroach.
See, they call them palmetto bugs down here. They're still big freaking
cockroaches. They're flying, they don't look like a cockroach until they land.
No, we don't have them here. No, we don't have them.
They got to be in hot. They have to be in
down here. They show up around August. For about 2-3 months, they show up and then they're gone. So those dichrosis that Eric sent me have finally decided to come out of hiding. They were basically in the weeds for almost a month. They finally decided to start coming out. Nice fish.
Well, at least they're still there.
Yeah.
I guess they just got
I knew they were there. I could see it. I could see them peeking out like they're like looking. Are you gone yet?
Yeah.
But they finally decided they're going to start swimming around the tank.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If you put me in a tank, I'd hide from you too. Just saying.
Well, yeah.
I got a real rare pleco while I was at the Clash.
I thought all plecos were rare.
Not the Clash. What's that place called? The OCA.
The OCA.
The OCA.
I got a L171.
Well,
I got a spawning group of them, and they look like the Moonlight plecos or the Starlight plecos that I want, except they only get 2.5 inches. They won't get bigger than 2.5 inches, and they're meat eaters, so I have to feed them shrimp pellets. But they said as they get older, the blue spots turn into white spots.
Are they rare by chance?
I think so, since I can't find any pictures of them online.
Yeah, I was just trying to do that to show.
I know. I was trying to find a photo of them. I couldn't find any photos of them. I wonder if their package had a picture on it. No, it didn't. He had a picture on the wall of them. Because they look just like Starlights. Because he took a picture of them at his house.
See, wow, that's okay. Now
they're a dwarf. They're a dwarf pleco, so they're only like going to be like that big.
You got them by themselves, Ed?
No, I have them with Galaxy Guppies.
Oh, nice.
You think that's a mistake? I don't know.
Oh, no, I think people tend to keep plecos with all kinds of stuff, even when they breed them.
Yeah. I'm
not a pleco guy, so.
Well,
you are now.
Ed. I dipped my toe in the other. I have a clown pleco.
Yeah.
Yep.
I dipped my toe in the pleco world. I've seen him in the month I've had him. I've seen him exactly.
Those are. And plecos hide a lot, right? But those ones especially. I have a couple clowns too, in with guppies, Ed, and it does fine. But you're right. I hardly ever see it now. My bristlenose, the albino bristlenose, they're out all the time. They're good size now. They're probably a good 4 inches, and I see them constantly, but they are a little skittish still.
I tell you,
I have mine with those angelfish I picked up. So there's pistos, angels, and ottos in that tank.
That's in the 60 gallon or 65, Paul? No, 30 gallon.
30. The whatchamacallit? The angels are small. The ones I picked up at the Clash. Mike sent me a bunch of them.
Those were beautiful.
I have 7 of them. And then Maria sent me up some Millenni Corys, the false bandits.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did? And then there's some autos, and I had a pair of Hong Sloya Pistos are in there with them. I moved, so
Can never go wrong with Maria fish. I've got some of her Bozeman eyes and some of her long fin panda cories, and yeah, love them both. They've both done very well for me for I don't know how long I've had them now. More than a year.
Which one?
Actually, I think I got the pandas. I don't know if that was last year or the year before after the clash. You got some too from Maria, right, Skipper?
What? Sorry, what were they again?
Panda cories?
Yeah, they ended up in one of the tanks that got really bad sick.
But I think I got some right after you did. You mentioned them to me, and then I checked them out. And
yeah, see,
all the information you can find on them. I can't find any photos.
Huh. So they must be pretty rare. I guess Ed needs to give us some photos then.
Well, I was walking around with them, and this guy had some starlights, and I was like, oh. And John from Select Pet was there, and he said, oh, this guy's got the starlights. And I was like, doggone it, I just bought these stupid ones. And he said, oh, what you got? And I said, the L171, whatever ones. And he was like, oh my God, that's the one I've been searching for like a couple of years. And I was like, oh, well, I'm glad I got it. And I walked away.
These stupid ones. Oh, wait, you want them? They're awesome.
now they're the most intelligent plecos in the world.
Yeah.
So, Ed, did you talk about your OCA experience?
I got so sick. This is like the first time I've been able to talk.
When did you get sick? I know Oinky was sick.
Yeah, virtually. I started getting sick the day after, or as I was coming, as I was coming home, I guess.
It must have been
it's lack of
withdrawals.
sleep.
It was Ohio. It was Ohio. That's what it was.
It was Ohio.
The next time we go to these events, we got to make sure that we sleep for at least 7 hours a day. Because we would go to sleep, we talk all night long, and then we go to the first show thing in the morning, at 7 o'clock or whatever, and it's like,
yeah, it's so hard though to go to sleep at a decent time. I mean, that's exactly why I got so sick at the Clash. It took me a month to get over it because I was up till 2:30, and then 5 o'clock the one day. I was up the whole time and did not get much sleep at all. So yeah, you're right. That's something to work on. What's with the leather pants? Oh wait, let's go back and look at the leather pants.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, that was made out of pleco skin.
Oh, that's just an ad. Go to Temu.
What's that on the very end? What is that?
What's
right
this?
There. What's
I
that?
ain't clicking on that. I don't know to do Temu.
It's the black one. Go to the black one.
This is your L71, 171. You said the black one.
Yeah, the ones I got are black ones with little blue spots.
Well, this is probably an older one.
Yeah. Well, no. That's what mine look like, and they're just babies.
Yeah, they're calling it this is on Planet Catfish. This is the only one I could find that had pictures. And this is a pretty.
The spots are
pretty
more
good.
pronounced.
This is one heck of a website for catfish, and they call it the gray spotted hook pleco. That's the common name that they gave it, but up here in the green is its scientific name.
Good luck with that one,
What's
Skip.
going to be
Holy
disappointing
smokes.
is if they turn out to look like that.
There's
That's disappointing.
Another fish. Well, I think they're pretty cool. It ain't something that you're going to like. I mean, if it's something that's rare,
I hope they turn into this looking one because this one looks better than that other one.
Yeah, that is beautiful there.
Well, you got to understand, it could be the lighting in this tank too. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it looks like it has yellow in it. Or maybe the male has what the other one had, and this could be a female. I don't know. But there's no information on this catfish.
I could go try to take a picture of one real quick. I'll go take a picture.
It'll last longer.
Yeah.
Mead. Somebody gave First Class Fish some mead at the OCA. It wasn't Kenny, was it? Did Kenny didn't? I haven't seen Kenny in forever.
I'm right
ABC
back.
Kenny. I hope he's doing okay. I know he's super busy. But every time I think of mead, I think of ABC Kenny.
He brought
makes
that
some amazing mead. Oh yeah,
2 years ago.
yeah.
Yep.
It is so good. The stuff he makes some of it that's got some good mushrooms in it too. You know what I'm talking about? Some you got to drink a lot of it for the mushrooms to take effect, but they are in there. Hope Kenny's doing well. That's my neighbor, Mr. Kenny. I need to give him I need to reach out and see how he's doing.
He's a good guy. I like getting a chance to see him.
I feel like we have the same ancestry or something, ancestry, because I don't know, we just have so much in common. You know.
Oinky did say something in the chat about I gotta find it. She said about the OCA whenever they were up there, and I thought I started, but I guess I didn't. I'm a stinker. I'll find it.
She did say, I'm used to going without much sleep, and who the hell would want to sleep when Ed is the person you're conversing with? Not me. Yeah. Yep.
Can't argue that.
No, not at all. All the people at the I mean, Todd, you stayed up pretty late a few nights. Skipper, not as much because you were, so busy, but
I got sick while I was there. My sinuses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talked to you the one morning and you were all stuffed up.
Paulie was stayed up a little late, but he, petered out on his
Friday night, because Saturday I was leaving early Sunday because of the storm. I had to drive right into it.
Yeah. That Saturday night's the night I stayed up till 5.
There it is.
I would have stayed up Saturday, but I had to get the hell out of Dodge early.
Gotcha.
Or else I was going to sit in that. The thing is, driving south on 95 and trying to get past Baltimore and DC are not, even on a nice day, is a pain in the you-know-what. So
I'm going to experience that in about a month.
I will not.
Going through Baltimore, DC, when I go see my folks for the holiday, they live down in South Carolina. They live like an hour from where Paul lives.
Like that.
I will tell you one thing. On the way back, I got Google took me down Maryland 295. So that takes you out by the it's more of a parkway, so no big trucks. That was nice. I mean, that was a decent ride. It got us all the way down to Reagan Airport on 290. So
okay.
It wasn't too bad.
Ed, send that picture to me, text. So Oinky said whenever they were up there, for them to be up there to the OCA was the going to room. She said it was like going to a giant aquatic store in one building. I'm going to tell you something. It is cool, but at first it feels a little creepy because I'm going to somebody's personal space to.
Yeah. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
At this
Skip,
place,
I heard they took
it wasn't
apart
like
furniture
any other one I've been to.
Tanks.
What's
this
that, Ed?
one? This one, the rooms were set up like fish stores. They put their beds up against the walls.
Yeah. They took the furniture apart. I saw a picture. I forget who posted it.
It was crazy.
They showed the rooms. They had all the furniture apart.
So
you're all walked through with a camera.
Did so people had aquariums set up in them rooms?
Yeah, like 20 of them. 20 40-gallon breeders.
They were bringing
That's
in
why
rats.
they broke all the elevators, bringing in all the water.
Oh, I do remember you saying that. Yes.
Going to room, it just reminds me too much of my younger years. I don't think I would like it.
Oh, we're not talking about the cat house, okay?
I was.
Just the fish
I
house.
sent you a 3-second video. Because every photo I took, it was out of focus.
Eric, Melvin.
Patty
Mr. Gizzy Man is here.
Patty, how was your ride?
Hey, Eric.
Alshon. Man, people are just showing up out of nowhere. Hiding. People are hiding.
Is Oinky here? Hi, Oinky.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Eric said that. Oh my god! 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 My L183 Starlight Plecos is sitting on eggs. If these babies survive, they're going straight to Ed to give away at his club.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Give
Oh my
away.
god! Oh my god! Oh my
Eric,
god!
maybe I'll be able to give you some 171s someday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they really are. They're a midget dwarf. No, wait. I'm saying all the bad words I'm not supposed to say.
What?
They're ultra small plecos.
It's okay to say dwarf for fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. They're midget dwarf plecos.
They're vertically challenged.
They don't get bigger than 2.5 inches, and they have blue spots when they're babies.
It looks like they get more of a yellow.
Yeah. Well, did you see that little video I sent you?
Oh, sorry.
It looks a little yellow in the video, but it might be my lighting.
I didn't get nothing, Ed.
I sent it to your phone.
I didn't get nothing.
Did you send it, or is it still processing, Ed?
Oh, it's
Or
still
did I get it?
processing.
It's still processing.
Yeah, no, it is there you know how like Fuller and Hans did this catfish book? Is there one for plecos too? Something like this where you can identify all the plecos? Because
I gotta imagine.
I have this Bible, but it doesn't do the L numbers with the plecos.
There's so many amazing fish keepers here in the chat that I gotta imagine somebody will know of one. I can't imagine there not being one. You know,
You would think somebody's
to-
written something.
Yeah,
There ain't
Yeah.
nothing here. I swear, I thought I looked for that before.
I'm waiting for somebody to pop it up in the chat because it's easy enough to Google, but I'm gonna Google but. No, because that'll distract me.
It went through on Facebook.
And all right, give me a sec. I'll bring it up.
I'm also housing
Or
12 or 16 Hillstrand loaches.
Skull put one in there.
Yep, I see that. Aqualog.
There's another one here. Back to Nature Guide to L Catfish. January 31st from 2008. So a little bit newer than that one, but I don't know if it's any better. Or if that one's better. You know, which one? Oh. And the Aqualogs ones, don't they update? You can get like a third edition or something? Maybe not. There's a second edition. Is that the second? Yeah, that's the one that Skull got. But not up to date. Okay, so this other one that I'm looking at, and I don't know, Ingo Seidel? Ingo Seidel is the author.
This is a video I made. This one didn't fly off when I was trying to get close to them. All the others hid. But he's less than an inch big.
They look
they're-
like peppermint bristlenose a little bit.
Oh, they do.
Right?
So that's the young. So whenever they get older, they kind of lose the on the fin there. Yeah, no, that's pretty neat.
Hope. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Skull said that Planet Catfish has them all listed, but I know what you mean. Sometimes it's nice just to have that book, you know, even though it's a website, you can go, but Planet Catfish has them all there.
Well, what's nice about the book is like whenever say you're watching a video that somebody's shown as corridors or we'll just say any fish, but like for me the catfish part of like your corridors and your plecos, is that book is nice because like this book it'll even tell you temperatures, how big they get, and all where the collection points where they originally came from. It's a little
That's a
bit
cool
of a
book.
history on that one particular fish. Whenever you get into these, you're getting like a summary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very,
I think I've got that one, that 500.
yeah.
They always
And
pick me up books when they see them, the kids and
even
my
this
wife.
one, this is the one that has all 5 volumes in one. You know, it's just short stuff. Whenever you get books that are specific for the certain species, you get
Yeah.
more information. I
Yeah.
mean, I'd like,
Yeah, that one that Banches is like a Reader's Digest.
yeah.
It's real. It's pictures, real, real short and sweet as far as the description on the fish, where it's from, blah blah blah, size and whatever, and that's
Right.
it.
Now I got to get over here.
I've got a Gadaid that I've had now for over a year that I accidentally got, and I don't know what it is. And someday I want to see if I can buy some from Skull so it has friends. But I thought it was going to die. When I came home from the OCA, he was kind of like had his head up next to the water and kind of doing this, up to the top. And his temperature was good. His water parameters were good. He was eating everything. So I added an extra air stone. And since I've added that extra oxygen to the water, he's perfect. So
That's good. So what's this? Your Gadaids?
yeah, I think the Gadaids really like the oxygen.
They don't like hot water.
Oh,
They
this
don't like
guy's
warm
not
water.
in hot water at all.
It all depends on the collection point.
Yeah, that's true. But they, if you keep them around 76, 78 degrees, you're basically going to have happy fish.
Well, he's
So,
at
Ed,
about 72.
I have plenty of them. Those Dowdroys,
Is that what the one that I have?
the one with the red tail.
I'll go take a picture of
I
it.
have seen this book. I
Yeah, I
have,
have a ton of those too.
I have seen this book. Okay. Oh, man.
Curtis will be very happy to know out of those 6 or 8 that he sent me, I've probably got about 50 now. And I've taken 2 bags of them out and sold them at auction.
Yeah, mine same here. I got to do. I've got to get a bunch of. I got to get rid of a bunch of them too. I'm waiting till this spring. I think I'm going to take some. Crypt Keeper wants some, and he's not super far from me. And there's also a new guy that lives about an hour west of me. He doesn't do anything on YouTube, but he's on the Discord server, and he's going to take some off my hands because I'm not going to ship any, but I do want to give a bunch away. And by spring, I'll definitely need to because they are very prolific, just like yours.
Oh yeah, they're like rabbits. And I have them in a 20 long. And Rico, I literally took 2 bags of I think 15 out of there, and I brought them up to auction in October.
Yeah.
And it's like I never took anything out of there. Same thing with the limias. I have the tiger limias.
Oh, I'd like
I
those
took a couple
too.
bags of them out. Don't even know I took fish out of that tank.
Hey, Skip, we got a $2 super sticker from Killer Kitty.
Yes, thank you, Killer Kitty. It's the panda giving you the #1 sign, and it's your pointer finger.
She's so awesome. She does that so much. She's so giving.
Yep.
So
You got that from Skull? From Curtis, Ed?
No, I got it from a bag of guppies.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in a bag.
A bunch of guppies of Rico's.
Show that again.
Then it's probably the Dowdroy because Rico has them.
Wait a minute. You said you got that from me?
No, this fish got put in with your fish on accident when everybody was taking their fish out of their tanks.
Oh,
Yeah. I didn't. I did take a bunch down though, and I gave Alishon a couple of males, and then Lady Metalhead took the rest of them. There was about 20 of them that she took.
Do you think that Carrie could have accidentally had one of them in her tank? Because maybe this is from you then, because we can't figure out where it came from.
It looks a little bit big for the ones that I took down there. It's a female, right? So
Not the male.
He's about this big now. He's huge.
That's what my females look like.
So
in that picture, you said he got a lot brighter though. Oh, he got it from Lefty.
Right.
I sent him to Lefty last year.
that wasn't last
He's
year.
just
Well,
getting
yeah,
his color
sorry,
back.
it
He was looking terrible 2 days ago.
Oh, but he is very colored up. He's in that way more than that picture shows. Because that's what my females look like. Is what's in that picture.
Normally, I don't see the blue on its tail like I am right now, though.
And, but there is a. I can't see it.
So I got to give a shout out real quick.
I'll send it to you.
There is a Black Friday sale going on right now as we speak. Hold on, Paulie. I see that picture. Wait a minute. Why ain't it showing them? Okay. All right. Yeah. Kushin Aquaculture. If you have Facebook, he has a lot. He was at the Keystone Clash. He's at a lot of the swaps and stuff like that. He's having a flash. He has flash sales every Wednesday and Saturday, but like he's doing a special one for Black Friday. So you go over there. He sets good prices, but you got to be quick. If it's something that you like, as soon as you see it, you might want to click on it, because if not, it's not going to be there. It's quick, but yeah, he got good plants. That's what I'm getting at.
He's got that beautiful boost, right?
Yes.
Skip? Koshin? Yeah.
Yeah, he has. He does a lot of boosts. What he does is he gets these in, right, and then he converts them before he sells them. I really like his crypts. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Rice fish head?
Eddie.
Yeah, those are rice fish.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. I just took a picture of them while I was looking for that other guy.
I need to get some more. Rice fish.
I need to I need to put another order in and retry this year for summer tubbing.
Yeah, Sonny Gordon sent me eggs, and they were doing great. A ton of them hatched, and they were doing just fine. And then I put a little bit of pond water in there because it was green at the time, and the next day most of them were dead. So I must have put too much of the pond water in. Must just been too much, too different from what I had going on. So I did keep a few. I've got 4 of them, and I'm hoping they'll start breeding here anytime. I love the rice fish, and that's what I'd like to put out there. I did have those golden white clouds, but then my de-icer stopped working one year, and I didn't realize it, so they froze, unfortunately. So I don't know. Maybe going forward, I take all the fish out or get a backup of the de-icer, because the de-icer did great. I put it in there the first year, left all the white cloud minnows out there, and they did amazing. The second year, they just went crazy. I had so many of them, and they looked beautiful, just bright colors. They were the goldens, so just a lot of red, a lot of just golden, beautiful colors. And then the next winter, they all died. It was horrible.
Nothing like the colors that fish get when they're outside for the summer.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
And then bring them
Always.
inside, and
Just
Freaking
one ugly
amazing.
fish.
We're gonna close this up here soon. Somebody else is streaming. But Paulie, what's this fish that you sent a picture of?
That's the one that Eric sent me. The pair that they've decided they're going to start swimming around the tank now. That's a dichrosis. That's a type of checkerboard cichlid. So they're dwarfs.
Oh,
So that's and this is a very rare species. There's filament. I think it's Dichrosis maculata, and there's another one that are much more common. This species is not very common.
Is that a
but
picture
they're
of the
shy
actual
fish.
fish?
Huh? What's that?
that
That's
a
not
picture
the
of
one
you?
I have.
No.
That's a picture of a male. The ones I have, they see me walking up there with the phone, it right back into the plants.
Yeah.
So they're not quite there yet. They're just starting to roam around the tank. So they're doing a little exploring. But
Yep.
they see me, so when they see me walking up, they go back into the plants. So it'll take a little while. They it says that they're shy fish. So, but so far so good. They're healthy.
Nice.
Hey, Skipper, you just said you wanted to close it up soon. We normally do 8 to 10, so I mean that's the time
Oh,
slot.
we do?
But it's up to you. I mean, up to you. Which, the normal time slot is 8 to 10, but 100% up to you if you want to.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was an hour.
You don't have to do 2 hours either if you don't want. You're the boss, man.
Yeah, I only want to do an hour. I'm tired today. I was out helping. I was out. I was at the farm at my parents' horse farm, and I was doing a lot of work there, and I'm just freaking exhausted right now. I didn't really. I always thought it was just an hour. I apologize.
Yeah, either way, I mean, I just wanted to let you know. So 2 hours is the normal, but I mean, we don't have to do 2 hours every Saturday. Whatever you guys decide to do, you and Ed on your days. Alishon wants you to keep going. I know Ed doesn't feel well, but whatever works for everybody.
Well, we can
Ed
keep
says
going.
that my fish looks stressed out, but every fish I put in there, he murders.
See, that's weird too. My Godeids don't mess with anything. I mean, well, there's only some Corys in there, but the Paleatus.
See,
but
we think he came from. We think he came out of Lefty's tank.
Yeah, that's what Alice was saying.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Not this year, but last year. Yeah. Yeah.
Here, I'm going to send you a picture of my Godeids so I can see what they look like when they're happy.
See, we had a discussion about this the other week, or no, a few months ago about this fish.
Yeah.
I thought Skull did figure it out. At least I thought he did.
I should just bag this sucker and mail it back to Lefty and not worry about it, making him happy.
See, what's weird is Paul and I both have those Godeids, but mine are bright orange. They're still bright colors. They're bright blue and orange, where his are very red. So they look very different, but they are the same ones. And there's only one collection point, is what people were saying.
Yeah, the San Marcos.
Yeah, so it's weird that mine are so orange, and most of the ones I see are more of an orange color. But you said you got yours from Greg Sage directly?
Well, Curtis. I got mine from Curtis. So
okay.
Yeah, I think now Curtis is in the stream. I think he said he got him from Greg Sage.
Yeah, I know he does get some of his. I know he's talked about that, so I know he definitely gets some from there.
Can I
So
ask
those
a
are
question?
That's all the bigger I can make it. I'm sorry.
Can I ask Skull a question? Skull,
Yeah,
do you have any rainbow Godeids? Their real name starts with an L. Their proper name, but I can't pronounce it, so that's the best you get right now.
Yeah,
If you do, I would love to get a couple from you, or if you know somebody that does, because I bought
Curtis is in
4
the
of
stream.
them.
He might be. Curtis is Mr. Goodayed, and he did say he got them from Greg Sage. So
those are the ones, Curtis.
Lateralis?
I've got
There
one male. 3 died in the bag before I got them home. I lost 2 females and a male. I'm just on my way home to my house. So those are kind of my grail G'dayed.
There's so many good ones. I really do like
pink and
G'dayed.
white.
Ever since Alshon sent me these ones, I've been hooked on them, and I do want to expand. I want to get some more.
So it just like you, Rico, I want to do that also. And this is Skull's fault, by the way. I'm just going to say it's Skull's fault. Whenever we did that benefit auction, that's when it started. And I was like, man, I didn't know that. Like, you're used to seeing all these crazy, flashy fish, but even these care species fish are beautiful also.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, they need some attention too. And I don't know. I'm just in love with them. I can't.
Yeah. Beto came back, and there's Kirk. Fisherman. What's up, brother?
The fish that have really surprised me are the parrot killifish that I got at the Clash. They are the most personable. Anytime I walk up to the tank, all of a sudden, there they are. They just show up, and they're super cool.
I would like to have some killies too. I keep talking about downsizing, and I am getting, some of my fish are getting, up there in age.
Mm-hmm.
So and most stuff doesn't breed because it does, but it gets eaten because they're community tanks, and I don't do anything special for them. So most things, there's some breeding going on, but not a lot, not enough to sustain the population. Yep. So as some of the stuff ages out, then I want to, then maybe some more killies, maybe some of the Limias, some different, the trout goodeids that Skull said he was going to put some outside. There are just so many cool ones.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. I can't, for me, the killies, I don't know, they just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just one of them fish.
Some of them do. I really like some of them. I mean, some are just amazing.
The colors are incredible, but the part that surprised me was just the fact that they're so personable. Like, I kind of didn't expect that part, and they did kind of what Paul was talking about with his necrosis, right? For the first month that they were in the tank, they were kind of just sitting there. They weren't doing a whole lot. They weren't really excited about eating, and then all of a sudden it changed, and they've just have become so interested in whatever's going on outside the tank. They want to know, and they just all of a sudden, I'll be in there and dropping some food in, and all of a sudden they're there, and it's like, where the heck did you come from?
Nice. I love that too. Yeah, my bluegill's really familiar with me, and I hand feed him every day, and he's definitely like that too. He's just always watching me and stuff, and yeah,
really interesting.
He's got to get in a bigger tank soon.
Mm-hmm.
He's about 5 inches now, and that's a 29-gallon right there. So he's got to be moving soon. And he's the only thing in there. He's all by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of room and everything, but still, it's starting to get, soon. I got to put him in something soon. And I'm thinking I'm just going to get a 300-gallon Tough Stuff tub for him. Because I think bluegills get pretty good sized, and he is growing slow, but I think he'll still get up there.
Skip, I just sent you a video of them.
Give me a second.
Where did Ed go? We lost Ed. There's an Ed down. Did he fall down? Is he laying on the floor? Oinky, call him. Ed, come back. Oh, he was going to get some pictures or something, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never mind. He's okay. He's okay. So I think next week, Skipper, it will probably be Ed, right? Ed will be doing a stream.
Yeah.
If not, Skipper will be doing it again, right? That's how we'll do it. Because
say that again. Like you just broke up or something.
Oh, if it's not Ed next week, it'll be you again, I think. We'll talk about it early this week.
Oh, whatever. Yeah,
if Ed doesn't feel like it, yeah. But we'll do pretty much the same show, right? It'll just be rotating on the different channels.
Yeah.
Most of the same people.
Coming to you from the lakes, the shore of Lake Ontario.
Yes.
In this case, it's inland from Lake Racetown. At this place,
At this
there's a lake
location.
close by, literally, like a mile. What?
Yep.
Oh, clown
Excuse
killies. Yeah, those are some pretty cool killies. Yeah.
I like the blue Galaris. Those are pretty cool.
That's the one I was thinking about. Wasn't Maine's Tail's Furs and Fins? She had them, and she was trying to get them to breed and stuff. Oh hell! Hold on a second.
These are my pretty guys. I got a whole mess of them.
Are
Those
they
aren't
different than the
outdoors.
other ones?
Yeah, these are. I don't know what their names are. I have their name on their fish tank. It starts with an X.
X? Well, it's
Xenotoka.
Xenotoka, but those might be eyes and eyes.
Yeah.
They're nice. I like them.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're moving into a 55 because they've outgrown their 20
Oh.
long.
Oh, lion.
No.
Okay, there you go. Skull said they're lion and Zai.
Awesome. I'm going to go put them back. I just wanted to show you because they look so pretty.
They are
Yeah,
cool.
those aren't the
Look at
same as the ones I have, Ed.
Nice. I wanted to share that with you real quick. Okay, I'm going to put them back. Go back to everybody.
Thanks, Ed.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Hey, Ed, don't drink the water, Ed.
There's a snarfer barf.
Ooh. Well, listen, you may not throw up. You may not. It may taste good, but either way, when it's coming out the other end, it's going through a screen door. Drinking that pond water, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure we've all had at least a little bit of it inadvertently.
Mm.
What? Man, listen, I don't even know what the hell that is.
Paraticus.
Your parent. No, never mind.
I don't know. Is this supposed to be a joke? Or is this a good dad? I don't have that.
The last Goodeids you got, he said.
Adam. Stephen White, all the way from Seville, Spain. What's up, Stephen? We don't have too many Spaniards. I mean, Daniel, my brother, is older than me. Still feels the pain of these scars that won't heal. Your eyes have died.
Hey, can you type the full name and then I'll look it up? I'm drawing a blank here. Oh man, I'm trying to go through each tank in my head.
Okay, Ed.
Here's a fish I haven't shown anybody in over 3 years of mine.
Hold
They're
on a
my-
second, Ed.
Okay.
Yes, I did get these, and I did it again. God, I'm so pissed about this. This is a beautiful G'day I got from Ryan down in Florida. Wild fish tanks. I did it again. I ended up putting it in a tank that I thought would have been fine, but the stinking water was too soft, and I killed them.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I did it again, Skull. You know exactly what I did because it happened with your Lemius. Me and him talked and want to set something up. Yeah, I was pissed. Oh. All right, go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
These are a guy I haven't shown anybody for 3 years. They're my green Dumbo dragons. See how pretty he is?
Yeah.
they're going to get a much better spot in the fish room in a week. They're moving up because they're on the lower rack, so I never look at them. But I mean, they're just a beautiful guppy.
What
Never
size
be
tank you
seen.
got
It's
him
a
in, Ed?
shame.
Ed, what size tank you put him in?
They're in a 20 long. They're going to be going into a 17 tall. It's
That's a
a
strange
showcase
tank.
tank. What's that?
That's a strange size tank.
Yeah, it's a show tank. It's one of the escape off tanks that I got at the Clash. It was the Clash escaping tanks. Do you remember those
Yeah.
that we escaped off in?
Yeah.
They're going to go in Geek Boy's fish tank.
Nice.
Does Geek Boy know that?
Nope. It's the first time I've announced it.
Hopefully,
Okay, I'm going to go
we'll-
throw these back.
Hopefully, we'll see a video of Ed's fish room here soon. Everybody's clamoring for one. I wish I lived closer because he needs help getting Ethernet cable running and stuff like that, and it would be no problem to do it. You know, it's simple to do. He just needs help doing it, and he doesn't have anybody close by him that can help him. Somebody needs to make a road trip and go help Ed.
I've thought about it. Like, I do want to see his fish room.
You know, I was looking at I was looking at a video. We were both streaming together. I don't remember whose channel it was on. It was the both of us, and he was in his fish room, and that blue background of those fish tanks just looked so amazing. And he's back.
Oh.
Hey, Ed, doesn't Peck Tech live next close to you?
Yeah, he's about an hour and 15 minutes.
There you go.
I'm talking about somebody coming and helping you. Everybody wants to see
you.
your
Find
fish
somebody
room.
to set you up.
Oh, he doesn't need to come help me take care of my fish.
No, get your
set you
fish room.
up.
Get your cables run.
Oh yeah.
So you can get back in your fish room so everybody can see that amazing view. See, it's right there.
They work good that way, Ed. Ed, don't bother. They work good that way.
It's satellite.
Big anticipation for a 2024 fish room tour, Ed.
Yeah, everybody's clamoring with a capital clam.
Mm-hmm.
You might even
Everybody wants
charge
to see Geek
admission
Boy's
for that.
fish tank.
He has a month and a week to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And then just
Wait, what year are we in?
no 20. You got a month
23?
and a week left to get it done, so you can post on January 1st to be your first exclusive video of January of the new year, 2024.
And you can do a new dance video while you're at it.
You could do a premiere with it, you know, show the fish tanks and be in the chat with us, and yeah. Got to get your fish room back on there. It's just so much. I mean, it's not bad where you're at. I mean, we get to see your other tanks and stuff, but everybody wants to see your fish tank. And because I was just looking at an old video of us. I don't remember what it was from, but we were streaming together, and you were in your fish room, and it just looks so nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. We didn't do that at all this year.
Oh,
It has
no.
to be a couple of years, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah. When I put up those glass tanks on the side of my kitchen wall, you know, it cut all the signal. I can't get signal. I can't even talk on my telephone in there.
Ain't that crazy? If you notice,
Ed put in his own safe room.
I don't know what they're doing, but a lot of these stores they've been remodeling. It's been happening in there too. You go to a store, there's a Petco that I go to. You go in that store, you have no signal, and they don't have a lot of fish tanks in it. It's just the way that I don't know what they're doing to these buildings right now.
I think it's metal roofs too. The metal roofs are killing it because hardware stores I have a hard time with too, like Lowe's and.
Well, I guess if it's a big one, yes. A small like my house, no, because I got a metal roof. But
In some places, they're doing it on purpose because they don't want you to be able to price check. They don't want you to have access to
There you go.
outside,
Interesting.
information while you're in the store. Like even the Walmarts are doing that, and some of the, a lot of the big box stores are doing that so that you can't just look on your phone and say, oh, well, Amazon's got it for $10 cheaper. You can't do it that way.
Well, it makes me mad because I want to order my pizza while I'm shopping in Lowe's. So I go right next door and get my pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Killer Kitty.
Yeah, it's true. All right, good night.
I was looking for that video. I wanted to give you the time. I wish I could remember when it was. Maybe it wasn't an actual live stream. Maybe it was something else we did that showed your fish room. I just wanted to give you like a date because it's been a couple of years. Well, the groovy thing, let's see, that was May 5th, 2022. You were in your fish room. So it had to be sometime after that. Not too far, I don't think. Probably by the end of summer of 2022. So it's been more than a year.
Wonder if it went bad when the water was in it, or just, I bet you it wasn't until I filled those tanks with water when it went bad.
I bet you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you're right. That's why doing what you want to do and run that cable down there is the best idea.
I would love to do that, but these new laptops don't have that.
What, Ethernet ports?
Yep, they don't have
A lot of
Ethernet
them do.
ports.
Mine does.
Well,
a lot of them do.
Okay, you're cheapos.
Oh,
They don't. Okay, your gaming computer systems and stuff like that do the laptops. Because I was looking whenever I was going through this issue with the internet, because that's what happened with my other one. Well, I went and bought this adapter, right? No, it's not fast enough to convert it to the USB. It's not fast enough. So
yeah. Some of them are okay. The newer USB, it can be okay for wired in, but if you get a decent enough newer router, you're probably approaching speeds that the USB can do. Not normal Ethernet, but the USB adapters. It's probably close. I mean, I'm a little bit out of the loop, though. There's a lot of people that could tell you better. These days I'm a little bit out of the loop on all the tech stuff. So
yeah, I think I got the cheap one whenever I did it. Because I was trying to do it to where I'd have to get a new computer, and now I got this 50-foot long Ethernet cable I don't need.
But what I'm going to do is connect a router to the end of it. Is it called a router that sends the signal out?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to put that in your basement?
I'm going to put that in the fish room. So it'll just bounce around the fish room all day long, and it'll all be contained.
Try a mesh system.
That'll work.
Mesh. It's basically it's wireless internet. So I have one sitting on top of my desk.
It's just Wi-Fi. It's just a different type of Wi-Fi. That's all.
It's just a different type of Wi-Fi. So what it does, I have my internet connection plugged into the back of that. That's where the cable goes, and then it then sends it out to another unit that's up in my up in the fish room. I basically can cover over half an acre with that system. I get signal all the way at the end of my property, and I'm getting like 3 bars on my phone.
And you can bridge older routers as well. You don't even have to have a mesh system to really approach what a mesh system does with older routers. It's easy to do, set one into bridge mode and just, and to make it just be an extender basically for you.
Yeah,
that works really well too. You might even be able to do that now, depending on how strong the signal is in the room, because it will take that and expand on it a little bit. It won't be like a 1-for-1. It won't be as powerful as your original Wi-Fi router, but it will still give you something.
See, and
Although
and now
wired is just better.
if you're looking to upgrade, now's the time to do it. They're always on these Black Friday deals. So if you belong to like Costco or what the hell is that?
Sam's?
Walmart, yeah,
Sam's
Sam's,
Club.
yeah.
So-
So if you belong to Costco or Sam's, they're gonna have them on there. Also, Amazon has their own brand too, I believe. So
How long? This is what I was trying to figure out. 'Cause it's been a while since the last time I replaced my router, and I don't get the one from. I will not get the one from my provider. I won't do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long do they normally last? Because I'm thinking I'm getting close.
It depends. I mean, it really does. I mean, you can have one for 5 years. They might last forever, but the technology, sometimes
Yeah.
the technology races ahead and sometimes it's a little slower to change, so it just depends. Like if your router's 5 years old, there probably isn't a ton of reason to update right now, unless it's just not working. It's not like it fades with time or anything like that. It doesn't like wear out to speak of. I mean, it's electronics, right? So electronics fail, but it doesn't really like get weaker and like wear out like you've used up too much Wi-Fi or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I have an airport. So that's the Apple router, Wi-Fi router. It's probably 15 years old, and it's still running. I'm running 2 Wi-Fi networks here.
That one I would update. that one that's old enough that even Apple's probably got better equipment by now to replace
They
it.
They don't support it anymore, but it's still working. So
Yeah.
it still works. So I actually use that as kind of like my guest network. So when people come over, I just give them the password to that.
Yeah.
Well, that explains what happened up in your fish room in the loft. Then you need to update.
No, that we were having my provider was having issues with the line that night.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get anything down here either. It took a long time for me to be able to connect that night.
We have just the Wi-Fi router sitting here. It's nothing that special. It's sitting right over here next to me, and it covers both floors of the house just fine, no problem. We have strong signal in the living room, so I don't worry too much about upgrading. Although I do have Ethernet running to the living room, so I used to have a switch up there, so I could plug stuff in. A switch is like a router, just doesn't have all the extra. It's not usually they're not managed. You can't go in and do a whole bunch of stuff with them. The router, you can route traffic and do stuff with it, but the switches are way cheaper. I don't even know if they sell them these days anymore, though. I don't know if you can even buy a switch.
I remember I used to have one of them for the computer. There was a couple of things I was able to hook up to because it was through DSL. Do you remember them old DSL boxes? It was one little box. And then if you wanted to connect more than one computer, you had to have that switch.
Gotcha. And I know they still sell them for like commercial reasons, like companies use them quite a bit, but I don't know if anybody in the home market is buying switches these days. Not when you can get the mesh network that Paul was talking about and stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I don't.
We went on a little tech. I am so out of the loop, though. Take everything I say with a grain of sand. I mean, I used to know what that's. I did that for 25 years, but it's very, very easy to get out of the loop very quickly.
Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of stuff on my channel to make the daytime streams more fun. I've been adding a whole bunch of different things that are coded and stuff, and just relearning a lot of the stuff has been great for me. It really has, because I haven't been doing anything, so my brain's been turning to mush. It's just you don't. Paul, you understand, being a retired gentleman. I know, looking at you right now, I can tell there's a lot of mush going on there. So it's
sorry.
like
Did I drool?
Just a little. It's just it's a puzzle to figure out, and it's been so good for me. I've become a little obsessed with it. Just trying to figure out more and different automated projects so that everything's automated. I don't have to worry about doing anything.
It started with a new streaming service, right? That you're using, Rico?
Well, I only use that when I have guests. That's the
Okay.
Talk Studio. Yeah. Because it's way cheaper than StreamYard.
Yep.
Way cheaper. In fact, I have Streamlabs Ultra, which includes a whole bunch of different apps. I accidentally purchased that because I forgot. I was on a trial and I forgot to cancel it. And so for a whole year now, I'll have streaming service, Talk Studio, which is very comparable to StreamYard, but better for free. So I canceled my StreamYard. And with Talk Studio, for $19 a month, you get 1080p streaming. StreamYard, it's $50 a month for 1080p. So the only thing you lose out with Talk Studio is the most people you can have is 6, yourself and 5 others, with the $19 a month level. The $17 a month, I think you can only have 2 people. So that's the only thing you're missing. But otherwise, it's got all kinds of extra cool things that it lets you do. But I only use that when like Ed's going to join me or I've got a guest. Otherwise, I just go with OBS.
Okay.
Straight to YouTube. Because there's so much you can do that's, all the little bells and whistles. And like I said, I'm trying to make things fun, like the little poop filter. So it turns me into poop whenever they want. And, make it just so anybody who subscribes can go in the chat and turn something on and do something, add something.
That poop thing isn't real?
Well, it is. Just they take off my mask. That's the remove the mask thing. The poop thing's not real. Fiber would be great, Call.
That was pretty cool whenever you did those. That was pretty neat.
There's a whole bunch of them, and it's just they're open to anybody. There's no payment to it or anything. You can change all kinds of stuff. You can Zen Ginger has the Grinch one. That's just her because it's Zen Ginger. So she can turn me into the Grinch anytime she wants.
Winky has a question for you.
I was letting them guys know, type it in chat, but okay.
Can I turn you into something someday, Rico?
Who, me or Rico?
You got to actually go to the stream though, Ed.
I don't know how.
Well,
go into the stream like that, like watch the stream, man.
Yeah, like be a viewer.
Yes, I would love to make a filter for you. You have to tell me what you want to turn me into. I'll give you choices because I don't make the filters. It's a program that does it all.
It's interesting. So I'm going to answer this real quick. I will be there. Oh, I thought that was a different. How do you say that? Groton?
Groton.
Groton.
Okay. Au gratin.
Like El Gratin.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I looked at the price for the hotels. It's the same as what the Clash was. The difference is the admission in. But if you go to the website, you look at everything, or go to Greg Jones's channel and watch the thing he did for it, because he's the one that is setting it up. He's running it, and him and a few other people. And it's going to be I'm going. That's all there is to it. Something I got to go to see. It's going to be amazing.
If it wasn't in April, if it wasn't in April, we just can't do it. There's no way I can make it. I can swing it. It's at the same distance from the Keystone Clash. It's about a 5-hour trip, so it's not horrible. I would love to go maybe another year. And Greg's a really cool guy. I did get to hang out with him at the Clash a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a real nice guy, so I hope this. And I know they've done this in the past quite often. It was only the pandemic years they stopped, but hopefully it's a huge success.
They did one last year on a smaller scale, just to kick it off. He explains it in his video, and then next year it'll be pretty freaking big. I can't wait to see it. something different, a different state. Now, I've been to Connecticut. I didn't visit it. I drove through it to go to.
It doesn't take long.
No, it doesn't. To go, I went to Massachusetts to go do a tuna fishing charter.
Did you catch any?
We had one on, and the guy that we was with didn't want to listen, so we lost it. And he almost went in
man.
with that fish. I was mad because I wanted to bring some home.
I would love to go to that event, though, the NEC convention. And I can't remember who else said that they were going to be there too. Somebody else has already said they were definitely going to it. And I don't remember who it was.
Maybe it was TJ Autocross.
It was
He
not
lives
me.
really close.
I'll consider it. The problem is once we get into April, it starts getting into race season. And so I got to figure out what the schedule is going to look like for race weekends. Because usually one weekend a month at least, I'm at the racetrack.
Well, you know,
Wouldn't it be cool?
AGA's in Raleigh in April, the same weekend. Raleigh, NASCAR, you know, it's kind of like all the same shit.
It'd be cool if you could find a race going on at the same time as one of these conventions, so we could do both. Watch your race and look at fish.
There we go. Scotty and Alashon said, well, Scotty said he's going. Alashon said maybe. And that would be cool, though, wouldn't it? They need to do something in Watkins Glen. That's not too far from me. And
I'll tell you what,
awesome.
When it comes to towns where they have racetracks, Watkins Glen's one of the best, right? They've got good restaurants, right? The downtown area is a lot of places that I go to are these tiny little towns because where else are you going to put a racetrack, which is, you know, loud most of the time. Watkins Glen's the exception. I was really pleased that it's.
And have you been to the Glen? Have you gone into the Glen itself and hiked the Glen and stuff?
Way back when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, so I spent
Absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. Easy walking. I say hike. You can. There's some long hikes, but most of it is just, you know, little short. And you actually go walk down into the Glen. It's all like shale rock, just so there's all these. It looks like it's all stacked up, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful area.
That whole part of the state is.
It is
stunning.
It is for sure.
Hi,
John.
Do you put out a schedule of your races for us to go follow them and watch them?
I can send you one.
That'd be awesome. And then
That'd be pretty.
Do your fans just wear yellow?
Like
what number do you wear?
32.
Do you have fans?
Okay, 32.
I don't think I have fans. No.
You have fans. There's some right here.
Well.
Yeah.
Yes. And a bunch of people that, for whatever reason, have subscribed to the YouTube channel where I throw up my old race videos.
I'm pretty sure I did. I think that's where I saw you were at the Seneca one, which is right. I mean, I used to work there. In fact, I worked for the county, Seneca County, so they were heavily involved with that racetrack.
Yeah. Now I think the police use it too. For like training and stuff like that, because it's got the big old open runways.
One of my
Richard
goals in
wants
life is to see him race.
I'll send you the schedule once I figure out where I'm going. I've got a number of clubs that I race with, so there's lots of choices. And I'll try and hopefully see if there's one that's like not a ridiculous drive for you.
Well, do Watkins Glen again, and then Ed can come up and see Oinky, and we can all hang out at Watkins Glen like we were supposed to this year.
That'd be really cool. Like I said, there's good restaurants. Like, so for in the evenings we could have dinner, and we can even do a cookout at the racetrack, right? So I can get like people to come in. It doesn't cost anything, and you can set up to do like cookouts. I do that with my race buddies all the time.
I think that sounds like a plan. What do you think, Ed? Want to go to Watkins Glen?
That sounds awesome.
Come on, Paul. Come on, Skipper. It's not that far from you, Skipper.
No, it's not. How far is Watkins Glen from is it called the Finger Lakes?
It's in the Finger Lakes.
It's very bottom of Seneca Lake. Seneca Lake. It's on one of the Finger Lakes.
Oh, then I'm married.
You
I can bring the wife. I'll go to the race. The wife can go to drink wine.
Oh yeah, because the winery there's like 72 wineries around the lakes. There's a bunch of distilleries and breweries, and you can get all kinds of tours and stuff. And
well, then I may not make
You
it.
can
to
get
the
pie-eyed
Skipper
and
stand by his
pixelated.
car and talk the whole time and scare everybody. They'll think that you hired a real NASCAR guy to work on your car.
I think he just called you a redneck. I think that's what.
Kind of sounded like it. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Dapper Dennis is going to be at the. He said, "I'm going to try to go to the NEC convention."
Cool.
The Finger Lakes. That's right.
Finger Lakes.
That's it. Finger Lake.
Fingers.
It's a beautiful area. I live in the northern part of the Finger Lakes, and it's I brag about our area all the time. I just absolutely love where we live, and it's there's all kinds of running water everywhere. There's waterfalls all over the place. There's all kinds of nature preserves, and if you're into bird watching or anything nature related, it's definitely stuff to do. There's not wilderness like you get out west, but there is a lot of preserved land where you can go and there's no people, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. Plus, all the wineries and stuff, and some really good distilleries and breweries. Really, it's a cool area.
Yep, I have fond memories from when I was a kid. We used to spend a lot of time up there. Like when I was in high school, my buddies and we would go up and spend a lot of time on Cayuga Lake.
Yeah. Yep.
Great place.
Yeah. That's not far from home at all. I mean, again, I worked in Seneca County. I worked for Seneca County, and I used to, at lunchtime, a lot of times I would drive to the northern part of Seneca County because there was some good bird watching over there. And there's the Montezuma Audubon Centers on the very northern part of Seneca Lake. So there's a lot of waterfowl and stuff, and just awesome place. Love driving by it. The drive down to the Keystone Clash every year, we go by one of the lakes and just follow the lake the whole way down. It's so much better than taking a throughway or something, or a freeway or something. Yep.
Is
Did Paulie
there?
freeze? Oh no, he moved.
He's frozen in time. He's constipating.
I'm constipated.
Constipating. I never heard anybody use it that way. He's constipating.
Listen, that's a 25-cent word. Once you pay for it, you can use it any way you want.
He's constipating.
What about that other convention that's going to be held up there in Vancouver or Vermont?
Oh man, the Catfish Cataclysm. Is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I got the brochure in the other room if you want me to grab it.
I'm trying I can't remember when it is.
It's later in the year, right? I don't remember, but I don't think it's real late in the year.
November.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I feel like that was part of the conversation was the fact that it's kind of questionable time of year, right?
Yeah, I don't want to go to Vermont in November.
Oh hell no, it's cold up there.
I like
it's
the
what,
cold.
in Burlington?
I don't want.
Yeah, Burlington, Vermont. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have. You better quit that with them quarters. I'll kill you. No, you better stop.
It's funny. I bet you every single fish keeper talks their fish like that. I bet you every one of us.
Sorry. Sat in front of me. I apologize for my language. The little pig was down.
I don't have it.
I don't think you said anything.
Yeah, I did it.
Did you? What'd you say?
Oh, I was just watching a fish tank. That's all. It's like a squirrel.
Oh,
That's it.
You said, yeah. Never mind.
Daggone it. Daggone little Jimmy, you need to put that shit over there.
Oh. So, Ed, you didn't find it, you said?
No, I think it's upstairs. I'm sorry, guys.
You weren't prepared
John
for
from
this.
Select Bet might know because he knows everything.
Well, didn't they? It was the Ace. Wait a minute. Damn it. That was the one in Wisconsin, wasn't it?
He said it's the All Aquarium Catfish Convention. Select Bet. He put a comment in the chat.
See, we talked about it together at the table.
Well, let's.
Amazonas Magazine, normally, if you go to their website, they have a place in there that will tell you all of the fish conventions of the year.
Yeah, it's called the All Aquarium Catfish Convention. June 27th. No, that's when they posted this. This is
CatCon.
November 1st through the 3rd, 2024 in Burlington, Vermont. I was going to say Burlington, North
Let's
Carolina.
not say we did.
Listen, I ain't scared of driving no snow.
Nah,
Now, if you're,
Isn't that supposed to be pretty country?
I'm probably about
Vermont's
to offend
beautiful.
somebody. But if you're from California, let me know where to pick you up at, because from my experience, they don't know how to drive in snow.
Well, Northern California there's parts of northern. The snowiest place in the lower 48 is in California, Mount Shasta. They get more snow than any place else in the lower 48.
Was that where the last winter where it was up over the roofs?
I don't know, but they get a shit ton of snow. I mean, just a lot.
Well, I'm freaking
Again,
telling you.
snowiest place in the lower 48. Southern part, yeah, you're right. But northern parts of the state, yeah, they get plenty of snow.
The
He
videos,
probably doesn't know many people from there.
the videos I seen of that they would post on the news and stuff like that of how deep that snow was up to their roofs, and people were digging tunnels down to their porch to get into their house.
Yeah.
That
And we have a place
Climb
like
up
that
those
here.
roofs, get the snow off.
Those
We have a
people
place
don't
like
get
that.
out much.
The place that's not far from us, actually, I've talked about a lot of times, Tug Hill Plateau. It gets lake effect snow because it's on the southeast corner of the lake, and it's a plateau, so it's lifted up. So that lake effect comes and just drops a ton on there, and they average 250 inches of snow a year, something like that, maybe even more than that.
It was in Sierra Nevadas that happened. That's right. Thank you. That's right. That was freaking nuts. I couldn't even imagine that. Could you imagine that? You got to open up your front door. You open your front door as long as you don't have the screen door, because they normally swing out, right? But you open up your front door and you got a freaking wall of snow. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
We've seen that. We've had that. And
oh, yeah?
That place, Tug Hill, they got 11 feet of snow in a week before, and it didn't break their record. 11 feet in 1 week, and it did not break the record. They've had worse. That was in the last 10 years or so. It's a town called Hooker on Tug Hill, and I'm not making that up. Tug Hill, Hooker. Tug Hill, Hooker. Hooker's on Tug Hill. And
just tug a hooker and you'll get a bunch of snow.
There's just white stuff all over the place. I mean,
Rico, you're a bad influence.
Hey, it's almost 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. If you can't do it now, when can you do it?
Fair.
I don't know. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
John's just talking about Aquashella, and I think he's right. I think Aquashella forgot what their main goal was, and now they're just turning into kind of a traveling car show.
Like SEMA in Vegas.
Skip it.
Minus the cars, though.
I didn't mean
Todd got excited when he heard car show.
I knew when I saw that post that you were going to Vegas, that you were going to SEMA. I just know it. SEMA, it's the Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association. It's a giant. It's like a trade show, car show mix now.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell
commercial, commercial stuff, or is it like
Everything.
consumer level?
It's like all
Everything.
sorts of stuff. Yep.
Gotcha.
It goes from what you're going to buy at a car dealership to what you're going to do to soup that thing up, to put all kinds of stuff on it, lift the truck. If you aren't a car person, you are when you leave there. I'm telling you.
I would
Seriously.
not be.
I don't care, because you're going to be amazed at what you see.
Yeah.
I knew
It's
that I was going to see pictures from SEMA, and sure enough, 2-3 days went by, and there I did. I was like, my God, Skip is at SEMA.
Aw.
He did. He messaged me.
I agree, though, with what Ed was saying. I do feel like Aquashell, from a lot of different people that I've heard, I think they are sort of losing their way. Most of the people that I hear, John said they won't be back, and a lot of the stuff they're doing too, just I don't know, it just doesn't seem smart. But who knows? I mean, we don't know their business. We don't know what's going on and what's right. So I mean, some of us know a little more than others, but we don't know the high level decisions they have to make, and maybe there's reasons, but it doesn't seem like it's smart moves. Seems like you're shooting yourself in the foot and throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Aquashell always comes across to at least me as just a glorified trade show.
Yeah. Very commercial.
That's the way it looks to me. Yeah, anytime I've seen anybody walking through it doing the tours, it looks like, because I was in the food service business, so I've been to trade shows like that. I've been in the nursery business. The trade shows I go to for that are just like that. It's got I had my own booth. Got the company I work with, I had my own booth. It was full of freaking plants. So it's the stuff that we grew. So it's basically the same thing. I mean, the trade show, the nursery shows, were all open to the public. You pay an admission, you can come in and see.
So I never been to one. So here's a question I have for you, Ed. You can answer this. You don't have to. But do they or do they not show the newest, greatest equipment for the hobby there? Is there a lot of
Aquashella?
Yeah, is there a lot of booths that have that?
There will be.
When that happens, it's no longer based on things like the AGA, the NEC, the Keystone flag.
And it never tried to be a club show. It tried to be a convention.
Right. And that's
I think they've always said they want to be the biggest fish convention there is. But it used to be a lot of fun for the YouTubers to go and have fun. They gave us all food. The fans too. I mean, they treated us all great. And now they pretty much just want guys that are over 100,000. And then they weren't even giving them a dinner. So it was like, wow, that's kind of mean.
It seems like they've taken the people out of the convention part of it, the reason to go meet people from the community. So they've, and again, I've never been either. So I that's just all conjecture and but just from everything I've heard from people like Ed is that, they're pushing more the corporate side of things and getting rid of the community side of things.
You get a lot better deals at these other, club events that have auctions and trade shows that they have there. Much better sales, because Aquashell is also charging hundreds of dollars more for their 8 square feet than at what the Clash is charging and the OCA. So those dealers also have to charge more just to help pay for their 2 days of, costs. So you're not going to get the good deals that you're getting at the other places, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think most of us agree that we prefer
to see everything.
The club events. I think most of us agree that the club events are what we enjoy a lot more, right? It's more about the people. It's more about the fish. It's more about,
Yeah, I say that, but the worst one I ever went to is the Triple Crown.
Oh, that was
And
terrible.
I mean, it was awesome
That was
seeing
terrible.
the people, but that was the most worst ran show I've ever been to.
And it's like I
Um,
said, once they decided on the date, they never talked to each other again. Everybody did their own thing there.
And then the people that did the stuff didn't even tell people what they did, so you still didn't know where to go to listen. You know, all I ever went to was auctions. I think I went to 5 or 6 different auctions because that was the only things labeled. And I went to one class. So, but I went to just an ALA, and that was so much fun, and I learned so much at just the ALA in Miami. And I'm sure the CC or the LCA or whatever, the Ciclet people are probably just as good on their own. But when they were all grouped together, that was messed up.
But Ed, you have to admit, the bitches auction was
Oh, that was awesome. That was a highlight.
that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that was crazy. I loved their
That was
approach.
fun.
That was smart. That was freaking smart.
Oh yeah, they're plying everybody with booze. What do you think?
Listen, man, the best way to get somebody to spend money is to get them shit faced.
That was it. They were coming around with Jaegers and fireballs and all sorts of. And then there was a guy from Bermuda. He was doing dark and stormies. So that's the dark one with ginger beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were just walking around and hand them out.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was fun.
Holy
hey,
cow.
listen.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Holy hell. Oh, I forgot to do. Oh well. I was having issues. I was trying to look that book up again, and I forgot it. I'll just message him later. But thank you guys. This was a Saturday version of the Nocturnal Feeding Show. But I'm going to come up with a different name for the Saturday show.
I think we should share it. I think we should all use that name when we do our streams.
I think we should.
You know, I think that'd be cool. I think so.
Come
Ed
up.
said 3 squares.
Show.
I do.
Yada, yada.
I agree with you, Rico. We should. The three of us should come up with something for the title of the show, and we'll just keep it going. Figure out an intro or something, or not.
Yeah,
Or,
it has that consistency, but yet each of us will do things just a little bit differently, and you know, it'll be fun. I think I'm looking forward to still streaming on Saturday nights, but being able to, I don't know, you have a different topic you want to bring up on that Saturday, or Ed, or whatever. You know, Ed's got cats, so we'll still let him come up once in a while, though.
He's sleeping on my hand.
But yeah, I want to thank Rico, TJ, Ed, and Paulie for being here tonight. You got anything to say, Rico?
It's good to see everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us for those 2 hours. And you know, every Saturday, 8 to 10 p.m., there's going to be something. It might be a focus on one week. It might be an auction one week during the rest of the year. It might be Ed. It might be Skipper. But that time slot is going to be a live stream every Saturday forever. Forever. Maybe not forever, but at least for the next
6 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Or forever, whichever comes first. Whichever goes first.
Yeah, we'll let you know next month.
And thanks for having me too, Skip, as always.
Wow, I appreciate it, Rico. TJ?
Yep. No, this was great. I appreciate it. And thanks for everybody coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Ed?
Sorry I've been gone for so long. I missed 2 weeks ago because I was traveling to the OCA. Then this week I've been so sick. So thank you for having me up here as a sick guy.
As a sick guy.
Actually, you don't sound too bad. You're doing pretty good tonight, brother.
You look tired, though. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, his eyes are slits.
And how I end every stream, I love to end them with Paulie.
Well, thanks
Rich.
everybody for coming. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, and just remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.
I had some cheese out of a bag today.